YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Timberborn Strategy and Tactics, episode 18. So in our last episode, we got our Potatopia up and running, or at least we're getting it up and running. And we're still in the middle of our wet season. Plenty of trees to go here. Our shrubs, yeah, it died. Some of these died, but that's okay. These survived. Wow, it's just now getting around to flooding the Blue Lagoon. Well, we did deepen it by one level. So this is storing another whole level worth of water here, which will ensure our stuff will go. Our civilization will be a little bit more stable and a little bit safer from these longer and longer droughts. Now, somebody in the comments section rightfully asked me, "Hey Pinstar, where's the water go afterwards? What other things? What happens to it afterwards?" Well, now that if you remember correctly, it originally just went straight down here, but it looks like this area gets water anyway. From our main source. There is another set of source blocks in this map besides the two that we've been sort of surviving off of up here. And I believe that is, up here. So there's an off-map source block that provides water and sends it down this river, snaking around just below us. It even comes and says hi to our little area down here. So we could even get down here. But yeah, this is all dead. These stuff's all dead. The water doesn't come frequently enough to keep these things alive. The only natural forests that are really living that weren't like planted by myself is this one. This one is thriving and expanding slowly on its own, and I'm perfectly content to allow it to continue to do so, mainly because of the water provided by up here. Because I keep this river dammed, it keeps this area down here irrigated, and the water and this forest thus allows itself to stay alive. So I'm just going to let it do its thing, and then once it takes over here, maybe I'll harvest some of it and leave some of it alive so it can just repopulate itself. But anyway, I'm getting distracted here. So then this snakes along here, goes down here, and leaves the map. However, now that we've diverted the river, we've got our own river going through here. And it takes a couple of interesting paths. So the first one it takes here, well here, let's unpause here and see, because as you can see, it splits. Once it hits this little juncture here, it goes into two different places. There's a little plateau over here, and it's going to start spilling out over here. So this one is actually going to eventually merge in with the original one. But that doesn't stop it from flowing over here. Now, originally this has like a little natural deep pool over here. So this flows over here, and if I recall correctly, it actually gathers down here in this little pit, but only some of it, because some of it just spills over here. The other half of the river goes into this little natural pit, but also wants to just gently creep down this area here. At the moment, it's just being drawn towards and filling this pit. But eventually it does all marry up here. But it does, the fact that we're diverting the water this direction is a really good thing, because that ultimately gets more tiles, greenified, and gives us more expansion options. So I'm happy with our choice of direction here. And yeah, the Blue Lagoon's starting to look black, which is actually really good because of how deep it is now. We can see the little shallower areas, and this is just all pure water being held behind. Now we could conceivably go up a level, because this little notch up here can handle a little bit more water, but we would have to do so much more dam enforcement, not only for the Blue Lagoon, but also for back here. Because these cliffs can handle a higher level, but everything else would need to get scooched upwards. That being said, that is a nicer long-term goal here. But not our current goal at the moment. We are sitting at a metric F ton of these things right here. Let's see, population going well. These going well. Planks are doing fine. Gears are doing fine. I think it is time we expand our industry here. We've been yeah, it's time we expand our industry here. I think the correct answer in this case here is just to uproot one of these little boxes here. Yeah, the power shaft rather, and have it send itself out this way so that we can get more things over here. Because we've already got metal. It is time that we go further down the track here. Yeah, we got the shredder, we got the scavenger flag. Now we actually need to start putting this stuff to use. And there's a few things that we can do here. Paper mill is definitely one of them. This one actually doesn't require any metal, creates the paper, but that's not our end goal here. The end goal here is, where are we? They always put things in such weird spots. The explosives factory. This, my friend, this is the end goal here. So in order to get to explosive factory, we do need that paper one. The paper mill here. And now this also requires 80 horsepower, which is about 2 of these things, which is fine. Yes, we do want to unlock you. Now what we may want to do here, this thing is going to require a steady supply of logs. This area gets nice and greenified. Well, actually, this isn't too distant of a space for it. I was about to say, like, we could probably do well to put this here to shorten the trip here. Either that, or actually, better idea, we get an industrial log pile right here. Yes. Just an extra thing of storage here. And then, my friends, we go paper mill, and we put this thing up here. And actually, you know what? We rotate you around like this. And now, what we do here is, you have to do a little maneuver in here. There we go. Straight power shaft is going to get deleted because we're going to turn you into a T power shaft. Like that. And then this one turns into a high power shaft, which will transfer the power up the one level here. So that way our mill gets powered properly. Then we just slap down a little thing right here and link you up to the second floor up here. And that will do nicely. The other thing I should probably do is just put you right here. Seems a little silly, but it's probably a little bit faster this way. Just to get, so our beavers can get there a little bit faster. And yeah, this is going to be no bueno. This isn't going to work until that goes, but that's all right. And then the paper factory will lead into our explosives factory. Once we start getting an ample supply of paper. Also, here we can, since your metal blocks scrap metal, let's enable you for paper too. We want our paper storage over here. That way we can hold on to that nicely. Alright, still haven't been warned about an impending drought yet, but I have a feeling as soon as the day breaks, we're going to get that click, click, click little taunting thing here. Call me wrong. Oh yeah, here's everyone bursting out of here and getting their snack on and their drink on. Oh, some of them are deciding to ignore their hunger and press on. How brave of them. All right, guys. Yeah, work on these things, please. Looks like they're actually gonna let me do some prioritization here because we want them to restore the connection here at the very least. That way we can get this back up and running. There we go. That's much better. And now that's been built. And now we just need some beavers. We also need to unlock some of these. 2 of them to be exact. Let's pump the brakes. Oh, actually, our brakes have already been kind of pumped. Our brakes have been fully properly pumped, and our paper mill is still without a worker. Well, interesting. Well, you know what? I'm gonna turn off one of the scavengers here. Still no unemployed beavers. And it's all these dang power wheels. I mean, you're really, really freaking important here, but that seems to be, yeah, we did take up a lot of new beaver power over there. Best place to poach workers from. And I could poach it from the builder's hut, as much as it pains me to do so. I just want someone working in here. We do have a lot of workers in idle deep water pumps. Let's clear some of these up here. Will that get us some things? Nope, they're just going back on the hauling post. Thank you. Frickin' beavers. Alright, back into the hauling post you go. And then we'll... yeah, back into that you go. Fair enough. Alright, I just wanted a paper person. I just need to get this cracking. Yeah, and these guys just need some more transporters. One of my commenters was saying, "Hey, you should build a second transporter building in." I think you are correct, but I need the beaver power to actually pull that off properly. At the moment, we do not. We probably need more breeding. This ain't enough. So you know what? Let's keep the conga line of life going here. Let's keep it breeding. Keep them going. Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3. Can we go on here? Is this building considered solid? It is not. All right. Oh well. Good enough. And you know what? I'm just gonna let that be a general storage. Whatever the heck they want to stick in there, they can stick in there. Probably mostly berries. That looks like a mostly berries thing. I built that. There we go. All right, there we go. That was a nice long wet season. I think the last couple of wet seasons that we had were pretty short. Like I mean, it's random how long the wet season goes for. But I think this one was especially generous. I mean, not that a shorter wet season versus a longer one is necessarily going to have a monumental impact on us, mainly because as long as we get a long enough wet season to fill up all all of our water storage, and by water storage I mean all the reservoirs, then we're fine. The short wet season versus long wet season really doesn't have that big of a material impact for us. Yeah, our haulers are falling behind. There it goes. About to say. You guys need to get those going here. We are going to be getting a lot of beavers off of here once they're... But yeah, we're starting to see some buildings not having their things upkept because of our lack of haulers. And in fact, in this case, we do want to shunt away the builders' huts and dump them into the hauling post, just so that we can keep our economy humming. You know, we'll hold off on new construction for the moment, because I do want to build up an appreciable supply of paper before we go and start building the extra wheels needed for to power the explosives. Once we get into explosives techs, then the world is our oyster. We can literally shape the land and also make our dams even more effective by deepening them, by just simply blasting away the land that in order to make them deeper rather than having to build our walls taller. I do still kind of want to make a mega dam here. Like a freakishly huge, like, boom, like bring it all the way up to like this height, or maybe just this height, one more level, and just go completely nuts. I mean, we've got the wood for it. We can do it. We can make that happen. That it can be done. In fact, you know what? Let's give that a try. Let's go up one more level, and actually, what I'll probably do is end up just smushing this one here. This little internal dam here, because at this point we can actually get rid of this, like now, if we wanted to. It's going to get rid of a bunch of our resources, so I'm not necessarily going to scrap it right this second. But we don't need to update this section of the dam, because this whole area is going to sort of become its own thing. We'll probably want to keep some of the infrastructure for these. And actually, we're going to have to replace these, because these are all going to be underwater if we raise the whole thing up by one of the levels. But, you know what? We can make it happen. We can absolutely make it happen. It'll be a bigger project, but I think actually before we do that, let's go deeper and then we'll go taller. I think that's the correct answer here. I'm finally getting some of our wheat harvested in. Excellent, excellent. Are you a lumberjack flag? You are a lumberjackless lumberjack. Or, well, you have nothing to do. Let's replace you with some... That certainly gets us back one of our beavers. That's bothering me if that ain't there. If that's considered a fertile tile, I want to utilize it as a fertile. Yes, it is. All right, excellent. All right, our paper mill is churning and, well, hopefully not burning. That would be bad for a paper mill. And these guys are just doing their thing. Our potato supply. How's our raw? Actually, we're cooking our... What is this? Are we actually devouring our potatoes a little bit faster here? Oh, actually, I don't think we're... These haven't come to light yet, but we're actually devouring our grilled potatoes faster than we're producing them. So, you know what? I think originally I thought our expansion into Potatopia was just more of a, like, all right, a win more type of exercise. But no, I think we got this right when we needed it to. And the fact that these carrots are coming up is going to be useful to us anyway, just because, you know, we need the local storage. Ah, crap. Okay. I didn't set this one properly, so now it's getting general storage. If I remember correctly, this is actually supposed to store pure grilled potatoes. because Potatopia is supposed to store a metric F ton of potatoes and grilled potatoes as a result. I'll also allow it to store some carrots. Not a ton of carrots, but enough. Because if I remember correctly, this one down here is only storing raw potatoes, which haven't bloomed yet. So now we can actually store some proper carrots here. So we have some local snackage and again some local drinkage. Actually, you know what I was about to say we could keep a little pool over here. We built like a little something down here. But that's a bit more hassle. We've got plenty of water back home. You guys are still doing your thing. There's nothing wrong with our grill over here. We just need more raw potatoes. That's our thing right here. I have a feeling our gatherer has picked all of our berries and shoved it into our new storages here. They do like harvesting them berries, but you know what? I'm not going to complain too loudly, if only because we're going to, in worst case scenario, we want these things to, have as a fallback. Obviously, we don't want them to be eating those primarily. But still, I'm just waiting for all these potatoes to come in, because now that will be a serious, uptick in our supply here. Dude, are you gonna get up to eat and drink? You're just kind of snoozing. You had water over here. Where are you going? Okay, well that's your long distance thirst. I do wish they would prioritize just grabbing a snack or a drink at somewhere local. You did not have to run all. Well, actually, it does make sense for them to go long to seek out things if they need to top off one of their nutrition needs. They will actually try to keep themselves balanced so that all of the nutrition needs are being met, so that all of the nutrition bonuses are being met. So that's definitely a good thing on that front. All right, still doing our thing. What's our paper supply like right now? 24. All right, you know what? Let's take a look at our next. So Explosive Factory takes 3 paper and 150 horsepower. So we need a couple more of these wheels here. Actually, yeah, literally a couple more wheels here. And yeah, we were smart enough to cap this off properly. So now we can get a 4-way shaft going this way. You here, you here, you here. And then we could probably put the factory over here. We don't necessarily have to tie them all to this shaft up here. Unless we put it up like right here and then just turn one of these shafts into like a little T intersection shaft. That actually might be a little bit easier. So we turn U into a T intersection shaft. Have the intersection out there. Invent ourselves a little bit of explosives. 400 science points is nothing. Aha. So we do actually need to poke it out a little bit. Which is fine. That's fine. That should be enough. And then we just do our power and get our shaft that way. And we'll tell it to prioritize the shafts, please. Do we still have our builders out of work? Let's re-up them. Oh yeah, because we have some unemployeds. And our hauling post is good. So yeah, we definitely want our builders online. Yeah, and they'll prioritize those, which is great. We can turn on this power wheel. And then these 2 more plus the explosives will do good stuff. And then here we'll store the explosives. Might as well, because this thing's not getting filled up too badly. So we can store our main storehouse of explosives right here, right next to the paper. And then this thing's, 30 planks, 30 gears, 30 metal blocks. Those metal blocks, like our whole trip down the metal blocks tech tree was for that reason. Unconnected building. Oh, duh. That's better. Oh yeah, and I forgot. Let's prioritize these before you finish off these. Because otherwise that's going to seal this. Alright, 0.2 days till the dry season, and I'm curious to see how hard they're going to try and hit us. I'm going to say try and hit us, because now with our extra level here, I'm a lot more confident in our staying power in terms of keeping the water levels what we need. We got potatoes coming up here, which is excellent. And also I ripped up that water siphon here, so we should keep this nice and going here. Wow, drought started already. 14 days. We will be fine. We'll be absolutely fine. All right, folks. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya!